Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Fortitude and today we'll be doing a game as Stone's Unyielding Defiance into England level 6. So, just trying to decide the board. Maybe let's play on board B. And yep, we'll load up Stone. Alright, let's get into the game. So I believe this is the first Stone game that I'm doing on the channel. So it's basically starting a world tour with the Spirit. So I might not do all the games in sequence, depending on how I feel, but I will eventually cover all the adversaries with the Spirit. Okay, so quickly looking at Stone. So Stone is one of the spirits from the Jagged Earth expansion. It's a moderate complexity spirit. I won't get too much into strategy in this video, I'll just focus on gameplay. But if you want to learn more about the Spirit, then do check out my video series called Meet the Spirit, in which I talk about each and every spirit in the game in a lot more detail. Alright, so let's get into it. Mountains Explore is pretty good for us because we already start in the mountains. I am thinking if I actually want to grow into my B7 to push the Dahan in with Jagged Shards. But I'm also tempted to grow into land number 5 and then just have this land Blight. I think that's fine. Let's gain a power card on turn 1. So I like to do G3 on turn 1. And the plan, like a high level opening plan, is I want to rush straight down the top track and then start going bottom track. That way, once I uncover this space, I will have 4 card plays with these extra spaces that come from our special rule. And we will also have access to a ton of energy to play basically any major that we want in the game. Alright, so looking at these cards, we got some good hits. Guardian Serpents is pretty good. That Sun, Earth element card can go a long way for us. It also has an animal, so it can help us threshold majors like Vigor of the Breaking Dawn or Voice of Command and so on. Purifying Flame is lackluster. It has good elements, but I'm not really looking to pick this card up. Strong and Constant Currents can also have value because I can move around towns and move around the Han on the coast. And Gnawing Root Biters can also be useful. But I think I'm just tempted to go with Guardian Serpents because it's the most on element and it can be a defend 4 if I really need it to be. Okay, now the question is, where do I add my presence? I can just go into 7 and throw the Dahan from 8 into 7. That is an option. But I'm actually tempted to grow into my B5. Won't have access to my B8 then, but that's fine. And turn 1, I will just go ahead and play Jagged Shards. Alright, so mountains build. Let's see the next explore. Sands. Alright, so it kind of paid off growing into that B5. I was going to grow into that land anyways at some point to get access to like these inner lands like B6 and B8. So one high level strategy with Stone is we can always grow into mountains or lands with our presence with our G1 reclaim growth option. It's hard for us to put presence into other land types. And the strategy that we are following, like rushing down straight top track, I think after turn, like from turn 3 onwards, it's probably best for us if we just keep doing G1. So the first couple of turns I want to focus on putting a presence into each unique land type. So right now I have a presence in mountains, jungle, sands. So next turn I will be putting a presence into either B1 or B6. And that way I can make sure that I have at least one presence in each type of land, each different type of land. The land type. And if that land comes up, the other land that I do not have the presence in, I can rely on like majors or the Hunt Defend to strike back. That's the plan. Okay, so since Sands showed up, I don't want to do anything in land number 5. Could just keep it simple. Could add a Strife, push to the Han. Not add a Strife, add a Badlands. So if I add a Badlands to my B7, I will take a Blight, but the Dahan will kill that town in there. So I might go ahead and do that. Do not want to push this Dahan. Alright, so turn 2, I also like to G3 here, gain a power card, but this time we are going to go for a major. Let's see what we get. Okay. We did get cast down, so it would be a funny game if I'm able to threshold it. I will need let's just go with cast down, see if we can pull it off. Cleansing Floods doesn't really have great elements for us, and that 4 damage feels a little lacking, especially because our right innate can do so much damage late game. And if I'm going to go for 4, if I want to threshold this by getting 4 water, like I might as well just try to threshold cast down at that point. Spill Bitterness, I don't really like it on stone, even though we have the elements for it, kind of, and we will have a lot of blight. Again, it just feels, the targeting feels a little awkward and feels a little overcosted at 5 energy. And Draw Towards a Consuming Void is not really a card I'm looking to pick up against England, because we want to keep 7 or fewer. I mean, we want to keep 6 or fewer towns or cities in every land, because if I hit 7, then I instantly lose the game. So I don't really want to use this a lot. Let's go with Toss Down. We will forget Plows, which is one of the weakest cards in our kit. And like I talked about earlier, like I want to put my presence in either B or 6. I'm going to go ahead and put it in 6, just so that I can also access this B8 land down the road. So now this is Stone Special Rule. As soon as I uncover and place that presence from my track, from that, and that symbol is revealed, I get to draft a minor card. Okay, my goal here is to just pick up cards that can help me threshold Cast Down. So anything with water, and that means I did not pick any water. Okay. Let's see. The 4 Earth is really easy for us to get. We also have Guardian Serpents that can give us the Sun and Moon. So we need some way to get 3 water, and then I should be able to threshold it at some point. I probably will just go for Potents, because it's just fear spam, and that can always be good versus England. Actually, now that I think about it, Spur might be able to help us threshold it, but I don't think we really need Spur here. Maybe in a multiplayer game I prefer Spur over Potents, but in this case I will just go with Potents. Alright, so I want to defend this land, and then what do I want to do? I don't have a Sacred Site yet, but I will still play this card just to get... Oh, it doesn't have an Earth. I'll play Guardian Serpents just to get that extra Earth, so that I can start paying for my Blight with my left innate. Alright. Defend this. Target ourselves with our left innate, which basically says that whenever Blight is added to one of our lands, we may pay 2 energy per Blight to take it from the box instead of the Blight card. And the cost is 1 energy instead of 2 if I have 4 Earth. Alright. Guardian Serpents. We'll target stone. Where do we want to add a beast? Maybe let's add it to land number 6. Place 1 explorer with a town. I think I could do it in land number 5 because I already have a... Yeah, let's do it like this, and then that is fine. May push, so that kind of works out because I'm going to push this guy into land 5, so that way this jungle completely clears out. We'll pay the 2 energy for the Ravage in my B2, and then I completely clear out B7. Okay, and it's the wetland, so it kind of pays off, like growing into that land. Alright, so this turn, I have the option of... Actually, I do have to reclaim at this point because I want to defend this land with Stubborn Solidity again. So I'm going to do my G1. Put this presence down. Where do I want to put this presence? Let's put it so that we can create a secret site and start using Potence of Disaster. So we'll do Stubborn Solidity and... Just trying to think here. Could just do Jagged Shards. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get 4 fear, so I'll have to do a double build for England. That's fine. Could alternatively also play Scarred and Stony Lands. Nah. Yeah, let's play Jagged Shards. We will Stubborn defend this for 2. We will target ourselves with our left innate, and now we can also get the first tier of our right innate, so I'm going to do that in land number B5. Alright. Add 1 Dahan to an inland land with Dahan. I'm not really sure where I want it. Maybe just in 7. Okay, so this land is kind of getting a bit dangerous, like in terms of the England loss condition, so I need to keep track of it. Alright, Sands explode again. I think I'm going to put Badlands in that land because I want to start chipping away at it with scarred and stony land. So ravage in the wetlands. So I'm still tempted to... Well, I'm going to get a draft anyway, so might as well reclaim here. Throw this presence into... Just go ahead and throw it into this land, B5, because sands is going to come up again. Okay, we need like water for thresholding this, so maybe Call of the Dahan Ways is what I'm looking at. It has the moon and water for us. Yep, I'll go ahead and pick that up. So I definitely want to play Scarred and Stony Land because I want to start chipping away at this land. I can play Stubborn Solidity so that I can protect this Dahan. And then I can also... Could actually play Call of the Dahan Ways here. That's interesting. But I'm again double building in the sands, which I think is fine. The other alternative is just to play Potents. Generate a lot of fear. Yeah, maybe let's do that. I don't think we need that many Dahan right now. Maybe let's just play Call of the Dahan Ways. Let's make some more Dahan on the island. Okay, so Stubborn Solidity, save this Dahan on B1. Target ourselves, and then our right innate we will do in land number 6. Unfortunately, it's not that effective right now because we are missing an earth. So I'm wondering if I should actually just go ahead and play Jagged Shards over here. I might do that. Plus, it's adding like more Badlands, so why change something that's already something that's already working pretty well for us. Okay, so Farmer's Seek. The next normal Ravage becomes a build. I don't know if I like that. I think I can do this, the top. Let's see. If I do 2 damage to the Han here, nothing will happen because it's defended by Stubborn, which says the Han in target land cannot be changed. So that is the power of this card. Like, this can save the Han in like the most insane situations. It's really effective. I'll throw a Blight in my B2 because I'm going to remove it with Scarred and Stony Lands this turn. Pay an energy for it. Everything has -1 health, so that works out too. Again, I can save the Dahan here, throw the disease in my B1. 2 damage, sure. Pay 1 for the Blight, and then I can do 5 damage, okay. I think I will choose this land because I'm doing 2 + 1 3 damage. Could alternatively do it here and it will ravage next turn and I can do a bunch of damage that way. Two, 3. Good Jagged Shards. There's actually, I'm gonna put a Badlands in there and then Scarred and Stony this guy. Oh, I forgot we have that event. Farmer Seeks, everything is -1 health. So, in that case, it might almost be more useful to do it here. If I throw another Badlands in there, I can really take out 2 towns in that land. Might do that. Okay, so sands are ravaging, so this land is safe. I have more presence than Blight in that land. I definitely want to hit the tier 5 of our innate, so let's go ahead and do that. We will throw this presence in this land so that we can pay for the blight next turn. I could play cast down whenever I want to actually, but yeah, let's just stick to this plan. So we'll do stubborn solidity. What else did we want to do? We can just do jagged shards here, throw some more Dahan. We can also do scarred and stony lands. I'll just keep playing those 3 cards. I think nothing wrong with that. Alright, 1 damage per beast. I will do it here. We gather 1 town into a coastal land. It's optional, but I think I am going to go ahead and do it just to bring this guy down. Evil Ravage here. Two damage doesn't do anything. Pay 1 energy and then we can do 9 damage. So let's see. Alright. So mountains build. Then we get the escalation from England level 6. That is built in the land with the most. So we built in land B2. Alright, so we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that land. 5 buildings, so we should be fine. Sands are building, and then we are going to ravage in the mountains and then build in the wetlands. So wetlands ravage is coming up at some point. Could just remove the blight over here if I want to. Could also push more Dahan into this land if I want. That'll do a lot of damage over there. Let's see how we want to do this. I think it's probably better just to remove this blight on B1 since wetlands is coming up soon. Could do it next turn too though. This land is gonna go to 4. This we'll deal with, this we'll handle. Maybe just do something like this. Put all those bad lands on our coast. Okay, so mountains are ravaging, so I definitely want to do our punch back with the right innate this turn. So let's reclaim. Again, I'm hoping for elements for cast down. Looking for that water element. I'm going to throw this presence in B6 so that I can have double presence in that land. Okay, Gift of Power is exactly the type of card that I'm looking for. It has tri elements for cast down, so the moon, water and earth. So let's go for it. Alright, so the plan this turn is we'll save the Dahan on my B7 with Stubborn. I'll play Jagged Shards. I will actually remove this blight as well with Scarred and Stony Lands. And then let's play Gift of Power because that can give us another draft to get an element for cast down. Basically, we could threshold cast down pretty soon. If I play cast down, Gift of Power, Call of the Dahan Ways, and then I just need one more water card. So let's go with that. Right, Stubborn over here. Target ourselves with our innate, and we will do the punch back in B2. Alright. So unfortunately we do lose that Dahan to Cultural Asim. It is what it is. Each piece does 2 damage, sure. We can destroy it, but then we have to add a blight. I mean, sure. It's not ideal. Destroy this guy. And we need to add a blight. Oh man. Just add it here and we can pay for it. just to choose for me. Sands build, I will pay for the blight and 11 damage, okay. There we go. Finally reached terror level 2, and we can also pay for the blight here. And then we can do 5 damage, so there we go. Alright, and the Explorer's Coast. So let's see if we get a good water card that we can use. Alright, so we did get Encompassing Ward. We also got Uncanny Melting. So this is the moment. Let's take a minute to see what our plan is. So I need 4 water. So I have Cast Down, I have Call of the Dahan Ways, I have Gift of Power. That gives me... What does that give me? That gives me 3 water. That gives me 3 moon. I do need a sun and water, I believe, because I only have 4 card plays. I think Encompassing Ward. I guess Uncanny Melting works too. This is also giving us some blight removal, so that can be nice. Am I good on the earth? I'll probably want to do it on my reclaim turn, which is maybe next turn. So I will need 11 energy and I'll be getting 6 back. So yeah, I should have 11 energy. Just enough. So yeah, I think I'm good to pick any of these cards then. How much earth do I need actually? I will get an earth from the tracks, I will get an earth from Gift of Power and 2 from the reclaim and 1 from here. Yeah, I'll actually get a lot of earth. Let's go with Uncanny Melting. You just make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's more than enough. And then I'm good on the sun. I have enough moon, I have earth, and I have water. Okay. So yeah, we can actually do this right now. So the wetlands are ravaging, so I'm going to put a Badlands there, and then I will remove that blight and also kill a town. So it's fine if that land ravages. I do not care about that. And we should have enough energy to play Cast Down this turn. I'm going to throw this presence in my B6. That should be it. That's a thresholded Cast Down. And I am just chilling this turn because the coasts are going to build. My coasts are already... They are not built up, so I'm totally fine. Okay, we can do a right innate in this land. And we can pay for the blight. Alright. Distant Exploration. Well, we get the Fearful Mobs. Invaders do +3 damage. That's great. Helps me with my right innate. Okay, 1 fear per land with invaders. Okay. We have 2 fear cards. Alright, so the mountains build, then the coastal lands ravage. I mean the wetlands ravage and then the coastal lands build. So it's funny because I got the defend from the fear card that stopped me from doing my punch back in that land in B6. But it doesn't really matter because we have Uncanny Melting. I mean, doesn't really matter because we have Cast Down. So let's do it. I love the animation that they have on the digital app. So let's see it in action. Oh, basically if somebody doesn't know what this card does, if you threshold this card with 2 sun, 2 moon, 4 water and 4 earth, you basically destroy the whole island, the entire board that you're playing on, and you get like a sacrifice victory. Alright, check it out. I wonder if we'll actually get a terror level. No, the board is gone. Man, that is so cool. Everything is gone. The whole island sinks into the ocean. And that is it. We got a victory. It was a sacrifice victory. Yeah, Cast Down is fun. I'm glad that card exists in the game of Spirit Island. It's really cool. So we got a score of 68. We don't see a board because there is no board. Everybody ended up back in the Atlantic Ocean. Alright, so looking at our drafts real quick this game. I think I got Cast Down on turn 2 when I drafted a major, and at that point I had 0 water. But then I picked up Call of the Dahan Ways. Then I picked up Gift of Power, and at that point I for sure knew that I had to threshold cast down, so I picked up Uncanny Melting and we were able to threshold it. We could have easily won this game even if we did not play cast down. If I picked one of the other majors, or I took my G3 option to draft another major, that would have also worked. But this just allows us to win in a more flashy manner. Yeah, looking at the events we got, looking at the fear cards that we encountered this game, and the Invader deck RNG. But yeah, this was a pretty fun game. Stone is a really powerful spirit, and England is not a big challenge for him. Yeah, if you like this video, then please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.